We might finish this game today. We are now at the trial, which I don't know how long is. I saved right outside the courthouse, right? Yeah, okay. I went into the trial last time, just to kind of see what would happen, but I realized it was going to be a lot more involved, so we're just going to rush past to where we were.
The investigator. Is paradise worth saving? The door to truth will open.
Let's start the
Lady
trials.
Love dies.
So they explained to me that you basically get one shot to explain each crime based on the information that you have. And I think I have everything. The only things still in my journal are like stuff that are still there because I brute forced a puzzle solution.
Show me your truth. The door to truth will open.
Like the journal entry would tell me how to find the solution to a puzzle, but I just like brute forced the puzzle, so it never took the entry out of my book. But hopefully I don't need to have found that.
That's strange.
The island is ending. Our home shatters before
Dare
us.
you.
What?
Do your job.
Truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I think you're partially responsible for it.
Don't test me.
We don't have much time. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. We'll have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case. Make it count.
How dare you?
What a fucking surprise!
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Use it to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries a sentence to
job.
death.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
Speak to the suspects and collect your gun. Can I just collect the gun? I talked to them at the end of last time. Investigator's gun. Oh, her gun is cool. Love dies his gun for executing the guilty. You've retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you're ready to talk. Akiko, what you got? Henry did it, needs to be executed. Wrap this up. There's a bug on the TV. I'm gonna see if I can get him. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, nope, it's gone. Damn. Alright, well. No, I don't think... I think Henry was used to hide other crimes, but I don't think he is guilty of this. We'll begin the trials. Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution and broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building, murdered the martial guards, traversing the holy seals and killing the council. Truth or fact? How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is that as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth. Oh, fuck. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building. Consider the facts and find your truth. Who will you accuse of the crime? No, I think this might be Akiko, right? Because the knife was wrong. Her guards she swapped out because she knew they were going to die, and she didn't want her lover to die. Kiko said she phoned witnesses she left the Desolation Cell after Henry's escape. Witnesses' phone records combined with data from the comms tower actually placed her at Syndicate HQ. She lied. Henry remembers seeing New Night last night. The only statue on the island depicting the goddess is in the barracks. Henry doesn't appear in the Syndicate HQ log, so he didn't pass through the main entrance. This is the only way he could have got to the council building by himself. Does it prove he had help? Oh, it specifically filters evidence for the person. Ooh, that hurt. I didn't know the killer demon was on my list. Unknown suspect. Did I fuck something up? Well, based on this, I think it has to be Akiko.
The facts and the truth.
I believe
are
this is
not
part
the
of a
same.
plan by Akiko.
Nenorochito, do you want to die?
The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him
Show
in.
me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct the truth. Kika broke procedure. She went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity. Kika broke procedure.
Show me your truth.
Oh, we're going through all of them, baby. The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn by Henry and his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue.
Got it.
Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. Never trust computers. You're right, they're always wrong. Henry's demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample, very much thermite. Thermite is anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature. Kiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped.
Show me your truth.
The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There's no way Henry could have gotten off the Desolation Cell, made it to the council building, traversed the seals, and murdered the council to be found at that time. Akiko lied.
Nenorochito.
How did Henry cross the island, get through all the seals, and murder the council, exit by 3 past? He's got a demon in him that gives him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You were speculating without any
Show
evidence.
me your truth.
Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Inhibitors. Doctor, was his dosage
The
correct?
island is about to end.
Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years.
I'll put your head on a spike.
Demon inside him tricked us. Wow, good answer. That's quite the claim. It would mean the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade. There's no medical evidence to suggest this
When
happened.
love dies, all that remains.
Very
are the
convenient that the
facts.
demon pulled the trick off at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, so I'm taking it into
Show
consideration.
me your truth.
Alibi breaker. I can break Henry's alibi. Later Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone but you. Did the facts lie? Do you believe in the...
Crime is repulsive.
The facts are wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself. Fuck yeah, this is getting interesting. Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. Specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him, he saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks is classified. Henry has been in the barracks, though. This is where detainees are processed when they're arrested. The statue is in the main barracks grounds. Prisoners don't go through there. When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the holding cells. You've been found in contempt if you don't answer, bitch. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the
Crime
holding
cannot
cells.
hide.
Henry could only have seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the Desolation cell, he'd have had to go through the main barracks grounds, though. That was 10 years ago. He lost all his memories from that incident. The only thing he remembers is New Night last night. It sounds like a stretch, investigator. The only way to get to the council building from the Desolation cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The Nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray. The demonic sigils that cover Henry's body are found daubed in blood at the scene of the first seal marshals. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There's no records of this occurring, and it's not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with its own anger. No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions, it just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. Most likely drawn there by whoever was trying to frame Henry.
Show me your truth.
I can break Akiko's alibi. The truth requires us to examine her alibi. Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 2352. Right. She claims she found him outside the council building at 3 past. I called witness as I left the cell to go to the barracks to organize a search. Can anyone confirm if the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? The marshals confirmed she went back to the barracks.
I don't like
However,
this.
it's hard to take their word as they're fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence. Did you confirm the phone
Don't
call?
test me.
Like, oh boy, I'm glad I have a drink for this. Kiko's phone records are apparently classified and the investigator isn't allowed to access them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Paradise feels
I took
wrong.
Witness's phone and analyzed the records at the comms tower. Starlight did some back tracing on the calls and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the cell, it put her at Syndicate HQ. Which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime. Yeah, watch your language in the house of just ice.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Witness testified that on the call from Akiko, he couldn't hear the Desolation cell's distinctive, dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
I have a bad
That isn't conclusive
feeling
proof,
about
but still
this.
suggests she wasn't where she claims.
Show me your truth.
You've proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are a total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I've considered your truth. Kiko, guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shown upon you a crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why'd you do it?
Kill you! Nenorachito, you're out of your mind!
Carmelina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you.
ravings of the guilty.
The ravings of the
Lash
guilty. You have nothing left to lose if you're set up.
Nenorachito!
Promise to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed.
I'll kill you!
You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die. Yeah, probably. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report that I'd found him after the council were dead. Carmelina?
I am the leader.
She's lying. She found out in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her. I took Henry through the barracks. The official report is alive. Okay, so she's just confirming everything. Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file. Oh! There's evidence to suggest Carmelina may have been the mastermind of a conspiracy to kill the council. So we're gonna get possibly new cases as we do this, as we uncover stuff. Now, I wonder if she gets executed now or at the end. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you've been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now? Yeah, please. Just in case, let's rotate a save there. Truth or fact? Henry's demonic possession. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and it became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the syndicate's exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he'd been contained and sedated within the desolation cell. Investigator. Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there's something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved in Henry's possession in the demonic invasion that spelled doom? Yes, because we know that Yuri gave him the demonic book, which caused him to become the possessed, right? Okay, so if you do the trial too early, then all you have is Henry, I think. I think we have to accuse Yuri. That's just crap we already know, because nobody else has any evidence relating to this crime, so... The records of, let's see, book on demonology written before the Great Betrayal, blah blah blah. It was in Henry's apartment. How'd he get this? The records in the library show that Yuri accessed the restricted vault. Among the most dangerous books are the grimoires on demons and communicating with gods. Henry said someone gave him the book. Yuri had access to the vault. Had Yuri given him restricted books? I'm thinking so.
Paradise feels...
I believe Yuri pushed Henry down the path to possession. Thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me. Present your evidence. Inside a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vault.
What?
What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire of Majida. A frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the restricted texts?
Show me your
Present
truth.
your evidence. Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tome that would lead to his possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him a restricted text. You think it was me?
What business is it of yours?
Do I not have enough to prove this one?
Show me your truth.
Crime is repulsive.
Yuri accessed the vault that contains the books on demonology. Believe Yuri took books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed.
Don't be snide with me. Don't be snide with me.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The plan will become clear in later case files. There's a conspiracy at play and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse the conviction. I'll go back to the Idle Lands and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crime to end all crimes, and the path to truth is a winding one.
Dare you?
Show me your truth. The court finds
Guilty.
I am the leader.
Yuri, be quiet. No, I'm the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. I helped you, and now I'm going to die.
Is its own reward.
These are the ravings of someone deceived. Okay, so everyone's gonna call her out, so she... Okay,
I
yeah.
don't like this.
Oh, maybe that's like the true ending. Each one you solve correctly, that person outs Carmelina, and that's how you can prove her conspiracy at the end.
Nonsense.
She promised me a seat in the new council and to retrieve Enchanted Blue from the real world. Carmelina recruited Yuri.
Insufferable.
I got Henry the books of demonology, sent him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer. Oh, so he's just confirming it, even though I didn't feel like I had much to go off of. The truth lies within a conspiracy. Easy enough. Lady Love dies. Would you like to save? Yes. That's gotta be it. Each one you successfully solve, that person outs Carmelina until you can piece it all together. The murder of Grace Bloodlines. Grace was our chief exorcist, and Henry was convicted for her murder, which he allegedly committed during his arrest. One Last Kiss seems to think she was set up to die. Now, is this the one where we think Carmelina did it herself because Akiko just walked out? Grace Bloodlines was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sun's light cast the shadows from the terror and leave only truth visible. You didn't have me on the island 10 years ago. Do those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night? I investigated it at the behest of One Last Kiss. Who is that? The ghost of Grace Bloodline. She's on the island. A ghost of a murder victim 10 years ago is on the island.
Understand, investigator?
Hey! Can you prove you are who you say you are? Confirmation, Grace Bloodline's unique blood code. One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial, and she confirmed the code independently. What do you have to do with the murder of last night? I was murdered 10 years ago, allegedly by Henry, who everyone here would have you believe is the council murderer. It makes you think, doesn't it? What if the two are linked? One Last Kiss asked me to investigate her murder. She believes there's more to it in the official version of events. Do you suspect her? No. No, I believe she's the victim in all this. Paradox is even more bizarre. The trials continue. Lady Love dies. Drive us along the highway of truth. I'm gonna need some water. Okay, so they're not dead yet. Alright, hold on. I need to get water. I'll be right back. This will take me like 2 seconds. I wish this game was voice acted so that I didn't have to do all that. Alright. Doomjazz contradicted the report about Grace's murder. He said the sigils have been carved into her body with a blade. The sigils that are on Henry are seared into him by demonic heat from the demon. Right, so Henry couldn't have done that. Hydrate? Yeah, dude. This is, like, exclusively the talking part. Like, I'm gonna have to talk the most on this part. Because it's the whole night of trials. I'm gonna blow my voice out. Kiko broke procedure because she just randomly left him alone, and then the blade. Sigils. I wonder if I can accuse both of them because I think they were both in on this. Sigils in Grace's body were carved into her flesh. Henry didn't have a knife. Akiko claims to not know how they came on her body. Hidden photo. Photo of Grace Bloodline's neck. Looking closely, you can see bruising. Oh, right, because he said the strangulation wounds showed that the person who did it had a wedding ring, and 10 years ago, she was married. Or 9 years, whatever it was. One Last Kiss said that Carmelina accompanied her to Henry's exorcism. When Akiko left Grace alone with Henry, it was to speak to Carmelina. Message from Carmelina. When she was en route to Henry's exorcism, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko telling her to leave Grace unattended. She forgot to encrypt it. Yeah, I think I'm going to accuse Carmelina. Previous convictions. Oh, so someone can be convicted of multiple things in this case. Interesting.
Paradise feels
Akiko
wrong.
was in on it, but I think Carmelina did the killing. I believe Carmelina was the architect of her murder. This is nonsense. You have no evidence. Are you sure about that, bitch? Let's go with the testimony. Let's go down the list. When Henry was arrested, Grace was meeting with Carmelina. Carmelina requested him to accompany Grace on the exorcism. This is unusual as it would place Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger. Maybe unusual, but doesn't prove she's
We
a
have achieved
perpetrator.
perfection.
Of course it doesn't. The investigator's trying to prove a fantasy. May have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes requires risk.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. When Grace and Carmelina were en route to Henry, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko. She instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Carmelina forgot to use encryption.
Craft is its
Architect?
own reward.
I have no recollection of this. Sounds like
me your
fabrication. Her answer is nuh-uh. The photo seems like the most damning one, though. Found a photo of Grace's body that had been excluded from the report. It was hidden on the barracks server. It showed the strangle mark on Grace's neck. Doomjazz took a look at it and suggested they were done by someone that wore a wedding wing. A wedding
All
wing?
that remains of
Carmelina wore a wedding ring at the time when Grace was killed. I suspect that Carmelina killed Grace when Henry didn't step up and do it for
We have
her.
achieved perfection.
It's tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it?
That's
Doctor?
not nice.
It's my firm opinion that this was done by a ring worn on the wedding ring finger. Bruising can contain very detailed information.
How dare you?
The doctor would say anything to a pretty
I'm a
face.
professional.
Back off, architect. Why would Architect Carmelina have killed Grace?
I have a bad feeling about
Fury gave
this.
Henry the books. Henry was being set up to end the island and possibly be scapegoated.
Got it.
Oh, and then no exorcist means the demon wouldn't get removed. Okay. That exorcist means that the demon and Henry would still be around and useful when it came time to pin the blame on someone for last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace, Kiko stepped in and framed Henry, giving him a history of murder. That sounds like a conspiracy, investigator. Sure is.
This is nonsense.
Very well. Absolutely not. This is a farce. Hold your tongue, bitch.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Now that's all I got. Presented a veritable treasure trove of facts.
The court finds
Guilty.
Carmelina guilty.
Grace Bloodline was murdered by the hands of the architect. So this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
How dare you? This is nonsense.
This trial's
It is
over.
our
Henry will be
duty to
executed and the
investigate
freak will be sent back to the Idle Lands. Trials continue. I wonder if everyone gets convicted of something or if some people actually didn't do anything. I think Doomjazz is the least likely to have done something. Unless he gave Sam the council blood on purpose instead of Sam stealing it. That I don't know yet. Yes, I would like to save. Truth or Fact sounds like a really shitty, like, TV game show that my grandma would watch. Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Oh, the guys by the gate? Okay. The first Holy Seal that protects the council is made up of 2 high-ranking God Justice Marshals. Fearsome warriors trained to neutralize potential threats to the council. Who killed them and how? I think it might have been Akiko? Because she put prisoners in their place because her lover was supposed to be among the guards there that night. So she swapped them with prisoners so that it was okay to kill them because she knew they were going to die. And also the blade that killed them, I think, was absolutely hers, if I recall. Last night, the Talon Hand of Death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched their life from them? Was it the accused, or is there another truth?
Got it.
I have the reason to believe their killer may not have breached the seals. Last night. There's evidence that points to one or more killers breaching the seals and planting the tools for murder 2 days ago. They were murdered last night, but their murder is not tied to the actual
Is this
murder
a
of the
fact
council.
Or a truth?
With this giant flood of evidence and then nothing on anyone else. So she set up Henry, but killing them was part of setting up Henry. Because she had to make it look like he forced his way in.
Crime is repulsive.
Grand Marshal holds the answers. That's the thing, you didn't kill marshals, you swapped them with prisoners. We know that to be fact. Mismatching blood. They're not your marshals. An unexpected glint of truth from the riverbed of mystery.
Don't
The dead bodies at the first seal aren't marshals. Where are the real marshals? My suspicion is somewhere in the barracks. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? I like how no one knows what she says. Great stream, keep it up. Oh, thank you! I'm glad that there's someone new here and that they're enjoying this. I mostly stream for fun, so if anyone actually watches and then tells people to watch, that's the coolest shit ever. A blood sample from the dead, air quotes, guards doesn't match any records to the marshals. Man, Akiko really just thinks computers are wrong, huh? Does Starlight get it wrong? That's not how it works. The blood doesn't match. These bodies aren't marshals. Did you run a DNA test?
like this.
No, Dr. Doomjazz told me that the server containing the DNA files had been corrupted. Is this true? Yes, my system's automated backups failed. I checked one on the moon. Checked the one on the moon and that has corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? The only people that can are on the next island and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? No way to tell. Yeah, I think Doomjazz might actually be innocent. It's all whether or not he gave Sam the blood on purpose or not, I think. Troubling. Carry on, investigator. Akiko refused to let Doomjazz examine the bodies. Why? She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice. This is a break in procedure.
The facts and the
I believe
truth
she's
are
trying to
not
hide the
the
fact that the
same.
blood didn't match. Well, duh.
Is this
Why?
a fact? or a
Akiko's in a
truth?
relationship with Captain Voth, who was stationed at the first seal last night. That's what I was saying. She swapped them out on purpose because she knew those guards had to die and didn't want him to be in there. How do you know this, Love Dies? Crimson testified to it. Can't divulge my sources,
I
but it's
cannot
true.
hide.
Relationships between the Grand Marshal and her troops are expressly forbidden. Dr. Doomjazz testified that the council had found out about her relationships with her troops. You really can't keep anything to yourself if you see a bit of leg, can you?
You've got this wrong!
Sorry, Kiko, I never thought you were involved in any of this. I'm duty bound to aid an investigation. Did it work? Did you get laid?
Don't test me.
Also, yes, he did. Kiwami told him that the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council. As their commander, I didn't take the honor and a glorious death from them. Why'd you switch the bodies? The bodies weren't switched. You made this up. Can you prove they weren't switched?
The facts and the truth are not
The barracks
the
have
same.
become Akiko's home private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the syndicate or the gods, they're loyal to her.
When love
Any
dies,
proof she can magic up from the
all
barracks
that
can't be
remains
trusted.
are the facts. When love dies, all
Akiko
that
didn't want her
remains
troops
are
to
the
die. She
facts.
knew about the murder and switched them.
Is this a fact?
Akiko removed
or a
2 prisoners
truth?
from the barracks prison. Do you have proof that they are the
I
murdered
don't like
guards?
this.
No, but they're unaccounted for. They were never logged back into the prison after being removed.
I have a bad
The maintenance
feeling
shed near the
about
council
this.
building shows signs of habitation. There are drag marks there and human waste inside.
The facts and the
Akiko
truth
stored them in there
are
and
not
switched
the
them out when the
same.
time came.
Show me your truth.
Kiko's damaged
I
sword.
don't
The
like
guards were killed
this.
with a damaged blade. Right, and only her sword had the nicks in it from battle. The lacerations on the throat were ragged. This indicates a blade with nicks or damage would have caused them. Kiko's sword is battle damaged and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victims. Kiko staged the guard, murder, and scapegoated Henry. This fits with her plan of faking Henry's escape.
Don't test
What's
me.
the grand plan, Love Dies? Dude, I don't even know what the plan is exactly. I get the pieces, but I don't know where we're ultimately going with this. We've got more case files to go, Judge. What about the blade Henry was found with? Henry's blade was a new, perfect blade. Does not have a serrated edge. Wouldn't have made a ragged cut. Right, that was something I noticed way early in this playthrough. That information was just not right. Kiko staged the guard. Murder and scapegoated
I
Henry.
have a bad
She made a
feeling
mistake or got
about
too
this.
cocky though and didn't use the right blade to kill the guards.
Show me your truth.
Akiko's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Okay. Present Akiko's conviction.
Crime cannot
Akiko
hide.
staged the guard. Why does she say it like that? Is that grammatically incorrect or am I stupid? Oh wow, no, I am stupid. I'm reading that wrong. Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. She has a previous conviction. Why else would she have aided his escape?
Show me your truth.
Good work, Love Dies. Considered your truth. Double guilty.
Paradise feels wrong.
Got anything to say about this one, Akiko? I was
Nenorocito!
ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield.
You
Okay,
have
so
no
she
idea
was
how
actually
evidence.
ordered to kill the troops, but she made the swap on her own volition because she didn't want to do that. They switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fakes. Why didn't you admit to it when you told us about the rest of your involvement?
Soldiers. of
Before all of
fire.
us, I was a soldier. Be a soldier till I die. I would like to save. Game it saved. Truth or fact? Oh yeah, the missing craftsman. Alright, cool. Syndicate's master craftsman, the designer of the second seal. He has been seen in a number of days. We know he was pushed off the cliff. It's a couple people. Okay, so this is unrelated to Henry now. A craftsman is missing. Was he the victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for a syndicate member, but suspicious because he crafted the second seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him?
Don't test me.
He's dead, lying on the rocks at the coast of the island. The fangs of death grip this island so tightly. How could this happen? I don't quite remember who it was I think did this. Did she do it? I mean, I'm saved, so if I guess wrong, I could... Okay, let's reread. Because more points of evidence doesn't necessarily mean that's the right one. Glad ring the blue sapphire found in his fist. Why was he clutching this so dearly when he died? Is it related to the attacker? Thanks to Lydia, it's like I can identify this as Yuri's ring. Okay. His body at the bottom of the cliff along with Yuri's ring. Yuri also shut down the boat trip that would have allowed people to see the body. Did he drag and dump the body? And then that's just the announcement of the boat rides. He definitely at least knew about it, but he had to have been there. Okay, what do we got with Crimson? We have a lot more points against Crimson, but I didn't think she necessarily did it. Crimson told me that she acquired the key to the second seal from him, but did it on behalf of Witness. She gave Witness the key. Witness claims this is a lie. Crimson told me that she had a relationship with him to get the secret. Right, we found the goat hair. He was obsessed with Crimson. What's that letter? He's accusing him to get to the secret of the seal. The key is missing and he's going to tell what's out there Crimson. Oh, so maybe she did it in order to not get in trouble? Long rambling diary of obsessive KHX. Believe that with Perfect 25 the Syndicate would ascend and become to heaven with the gods. Target of his obsession seemed to be Crimson. He references her being his queen in the astral heavens after the ascension. By the way, there's a load of evidence in Kay's workshop related to Crimson. Did she drag and dump the body? I don't necessarily think so. Yeah, I mean, she was definitely involved with him and did all the stuff to get the secret of the seal for Witness. That much she said is true. But there's nothing to really suggest that she killed him, whereas... The ring and the boat rides being shut down, I think, do. I just want to check one thing. I think it's Yuri, because even though there's a lot of points against Crimson, none of that really indicates that she killed him or was present when he died. And the fact that he shut down the boat rides means he was aware of where the body was. I think I'm gonna go with Yuri on this. If this seems like I didn't get it, then I can reload the save and do the other one, I guess. I believe Yuri's behind the disappearance. You want to save me some trouble here and cooperate? I'm not going down without a fight.
Show me your truth.
His dead body was clutching Yuri's ring. How do you know it belongs to Yuri?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lydia confirmed it. Yuri had apparently lost it. In this case, he lost it in the hand of a murder victim. He had it in a death grip. I believe he pulled it off in the struggle when he knew he was going to die.
What business is it of yours?
Someone's trying to frame me. They stole my ring and planted it at the scene. The fist was gripping it tightly. If it had been planted, it would have done so before rigor mortis set in.
I have been chosen.
Show me your truth.
There are drag marks leading away from his workshop. I believe Yuri killed him to get the key to second seal and tried to hide his body. This could have come from anywhere. This is a farce.
Show me your truth.
Yuri shut down the boat rides around the island the same day that he went missing. This is, I think, the big one. Yuri picked a bad place to dump the body and needed to make sure it wouldn't be found.
Pretty?
Showing on the boats is one of my duties. There's nothing out of the ordinary.
Fine.
Why do it
Cannot
early?
fine.
Who cares about the boats? They're only there for citizens to try to block out the mundanity of their existence for a few minutes. Shut them down early. So what? Just getting work
Show
done.
me your truth.
Was this part of your orders as well, Yuri? Fine. I got the key for the second seal for her. KHX was an unfortunate casualty.
Craft is its own reward.
This is the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught out. We'll get to you later. And you got it by force?
Nonsense.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. I offered him a council seat and hoped he'd turn. We fought and I smashed him with a tool he had lying around. Oh, so I was right. Alright, awesome. And how'd you get the key from him?
Worthless.
His laptop was unlocked. It wasn't hard to find.
Insufferable.
I copied the file, dumped the body,
what
and
you
left.
want.
Nonsense.
The court finds
Guilty.
Yuri guilty.
Okay, so yeah, more evidence points on that person does not necessarily mean that they did it. I have to actually use my brain. But just in case, I will save on slot 3. Oh, my kitten is sleepy. Oh, Miso is so sleepy kitty. She's cute. I feed her right before, like, 7:30, 8 o'clock, so that she goes to sleep during stream and she's not trying to eat cables. Lady Dove dies. What's the second holy seal and how is it breached? Take us for a holiday to the land of truth. Let us sip the cocktails of facts on the beach of justice. I love that line.
Don't test.
With the help of KHX, the council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau on a desolate planet outside of our solar system. The door in the council building acts as a portal to this antique part of space.
Sure.
The obelisks on the beach provide the solution to the puzzle and are activated with the key. The key carries a protocol which handshakes with the obelisk nightmare computer. Starlight can crack it. I think this one... Was this one the one that might have been Lydia, actually? Looks like Sam opened the bloodlock on the third seal using a memory. Kafka Memory's blood sample. Was he preparing the crime? I think so. Remote access 2 days ago. Lydia's remotely accessed a terminal that contains the secret of the Holy Seal. Did she set up the crime 2 days ago? Oh, I love Sam's Spooky skeleton eyes. Space helmet with Lydia's perfume. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, on the tire tracks. Why do they spell them weird? There are tire tracks on the cliff overlooking the obelisk. So Lydia's the only person on the island with a car. Let's see, what do we got for witness? The wireless receiver on the containment crate hidden inside the council penthouse was called by witnesses. Well, that's not what we're looking to answer right now. Lydia told me that there was a time when she couldn't contact Yuri. She phoned him while she was at the Paradise Gates but couldn't get through. His phone records confirm this. Yuri slipped up. He admitted he knows about the secret. Well, we know that because he went for the key. The logs on the Nightmare computer connected to the obelisk show that Yuri accessed them, meaning he knows the secret of the second Holy Seal. I think I'm gonna try Lydia. The space helmet, I think, is the damning part, because that proves she was there.
Paradise feels wrong.
I believe Lydia went through the seal. Is it a joke, LD?
Show me your truth.
I don't like
Overlooking the obelisk computer is a cliff with tire tracks on it. Lydia's the only one on the island with a car.
Why? Show me your truth.
Got it.
The obelisk Nightmare computer has been accessed remotely using a wireless device, presumably from the cliff top. There's a clear vantage point, and using your remote access allows you to obscure the
Show me
login.
your truth.
And then here's the
Well done.
found a hidden space
All
helmet that smells of Lydia's
remains are the
perfume.
facts.
The council used helmets to breathe in space when they traversed the second seal. Whoever went through the second seal would also need one. Lydia's perfume's a unique blend. Only she has the recipe. No one else could have used that helmet.
Weird. What?
I don't.
Show me your truth.
Tell me about their alibi. Lydia told me she was at the Paradise Gates with Sam. They started the warm-up sequence and were waiting there while the murder happened. Yeah, but I think she's part of the setup from 2 days ago, so what happened last night that she was doing doesn't matter. As it happens, an alibi for last night is irrelevant. The crimes began a number of days ago. I found evidence which suggests that the Daybreaks were involved in this crime, and their involvement did not occur last night.
That is repulsive.
They breached the Holy Seals to sow the seeds of crime 2 days ago. The crime was not one of opportunity. An opportunity was crafted and required prior planning. All evidence I present against them must be taken in this context. Whatever happened last night had the groundwork laid by the Daybreaks 2 days ago. Trust me, Judge. When we get to it, we'll cover it. The truth is in me, all ingredients need to be present. I wouldn't do this for anyone else, but there's a reason that I called the investigation freak out of exile. The court trusts
What
you.
are you talking about?
Fancy a drink?
After all this time, how can you suspect us? We were waiting to leave Paradise.
The court finds Lydia guilty.
Faithful and devoted member of our glorious syndicate for so long, why would you turn your back on us now? Is this the end of your eternal road trip, Lydia? Why?
What?
I have a bad feeling.
What?
It wasn't supposed to work out this way. This was designed to be unsolvable. I never thought you'd be brought back.
Damn it, LD.
I helped so I could leave these islands behind. I don't care about Perfect 25. Help witness. He said if I helped, I could leave the syndicate. Okay, so the fact that she wanted out was true. Deliver a cargo. I don't know what it was. Heavy as hell. That's probably the demon. I just had to get it in the council building a couple days ago. What was the cargo? No idea. I didn't ask questions. I just got it inside the council building. It was a black security crate. What about the other seals? Yeah, those two. I assume Sam helped you? No, LD, it was just me. I don't believe that. I didn't really doubt that. You were gonna leave the syndicate by yourself? It's okay, Lydia. I can't live here without you, can I? If you're guilty, then I'm
Is this
guilty.
a
We
joke,
promised
LD?
each other too much, didn't we? It can't be for nothing, can it? We work together, for witness. If Lydia's gonna die, I want to go with her. Heaven sounds better than an island without her.
Damn it, LD.
It was 2 days ago, LD. I don't know what the hell happened in that building last night, but we were there 2 days ago.
making the wrong
We followed Witness's plan and opened all the seals. We took his crate through and hid it in the
Crime
penthouse.
is repulsive.
The crime to end all crimes set up 2 days ago. We have a conspiracy. He's like, nah.
What?
The guilty are trying to take me down with them, jealous of my righteousness.
Hell are you talking?
Man, I'm chilly. I'm gonna get a sweatshirt after I get a sippy of water here. Oh boy. I need to start playing a game with voice acting. Christ. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, my kitten is sleeping and she is precious baby. I need to get a camera now so that the baby can be on camera. Because no one wants to look at my ugly mug. But perhaps the baby. You promised me and Sammy that we'd be able to leave
What the
if we
hell are
go.
you talking about?
We knew we shouldn't. We knew whatever you were planning would be an atrocity. We've been here too long.
You, LD.
There are only so many millennia that can be endured, aren't
It's
there?
the truth, I
The
said.
world needs to be seen. Islands kill the mind, don't they? Okay, I was a little worried I might not have guessed that correctly. I would like to rotate that save, please. Who opened the third seal? Lock coated by the blood of the council members. Well, this was Sam, right? Because Sam had the blood of Kafka memory. But the question is, did he steal it from Doomjazz, or did Doomjazz let him have it and was in on it? That's what I don't know. Someone reached the third holy seal and took a step away from innocence towards crime. Please bring us a meal of truth so that we may gorge on justice. Lady Love dies. What is the third seal? A blood lock coded to council members. To get through it, you need council blood in your body or a sample to trick the lock. But we have a confession. Lydia and Sam breached the seals. Is that the whole truth, or does another truth look here? There is more truth to find. I was actually kind of guessing there. Right, Doomjazz's sample is missing, which is how Sam did it. Capcom Memory logged into the third seal block twice recently, once last night and once 2 days ago. According to the blood log, the council only entered the penthouse as a group. The missing sample from Doomjazz's clinic was Capcom Memory. No, the 2 days ago was Sam. That we know. And then the one last night had to have been Henry, because Henry's his son, and has therefore the blood in his body, I think. Henry's father was Ice Kiwami, a council member. The two samples match. That gives Henry the council blood he'd need to get through the third seal. Third seal blood lock as a record of Henry's blood being used on the lock last night. I mean, that's clearly who the other person was. This all seems redundant because we know Sam did that. I'll read them anyway just to make sure I'm not like missing anything. It looks like Sam opened the blood lock 2 days ago. Yeah. Lydia accessed the terminal. Blood chiller. Container used to keep blood cool. There's a used blood sample bottle in the chiller. Right, that's the sample. Sam slipped up under questioning. He knew I was talking about the third seal when I mentioned a blood lock. Capcom Memory logged in, missing sample. Yeah, I think the other answer is Henry. He's the only other person that would have had blood that worked. Hold on. I still don't necessarily think he did it, but he's the only other person that had the ability to, because we know it's who did it last night. I think's what we're trying to answer. Oh no, it's not Henry. It's this freakazoid. I should have kept looking past. Yeah, because he's... His blood is the one... Carmelina can make gateways. Witness doesn't take phone calls from around other people. When received a call, he stepped out. Unknown blood. The unknown blood sample that opened the third seal last night was... Oh, that's just straight up. Yeah. Now, he's already dead, but I think this will out Carmelina, because he's her son. I believe Dynagante was the one who could get through the code lock. Who the fuck is that? A mysterious killer hidden on the island. The secret lies within the architect's alibi.
How dare you?
And nothing to do with the dreadful events of last night. I was at Witness's apartment all night until we were summoned by Judge for the crisis meeting. That's true. The building laws confirm her entry time at 9 p.m. and her exit after the murder. Witness stepped out on his balcony for 5 minutes to take a call from Makiko. That's the one from earlier. Carmelina was unaccounted for in those 5 minutes. Takes more than 5 minutes to get to the council building, commit a crime, and return, doesn't it? And the building logs would have registered her returning.
Sorry, Paradise
That's
feels
true. Carmelina
wrong.
architected the island. She constructed a network of trans-dimensional corridors that allow her to move across the island in an instant.
I am the leader.
This is absolute nonsense. Secret trans-dimensional corridors? Are you serious? Is the truth really hiding in these bizarre
Paradise
facts? I
feels
found
wrong.
Carmelina's son in a hidden vault on the mountain. His name was Dynanagate, and he gave me this key which unlocks the
Don't
corridors.
test me.
From the vault, the corridors connected to Witness's apartment and
Is
the council
this a
building.
fact?
In the 5 minutes
Or
Witness
a
was out on his
trick?
balcony, Carmelina could have used the corridors to get to the council building. This is a shocking revelation. Can you prove it? Starlight can verify my movements. User LLD traveled between the exits of these corridors in 0.021% of the time it would have taken on
Believe
foot.
what you want.
This is all a lie the investigator cooked up. I verified Starlight's data. Lady Love Dies is telling the truth. Why not create a corridor straight into
I
the penthouse?
don't like this.
I don't believe you can make a corridor if you don't know the destination. Carmelina has never been to the penthouse, so she couldn't make a corridor to it. There's a corridor leading from outside the penthouse back to the vaults. I believe he inherited his mother's power to make corridors and escaped back to his room by making a corridor. Never expected anything like this, Love Dies. Carmelina had a window of opportunity and used it to travel via her secret corridors, get Dynanagate, and deposit him in the council building. Carmelina went into isolation 25 years ago. Why? No one knows.
Paradise feels
She claimed it was to
wrong.
work on a new project, but no one in the syndicate ever saw what the result was. I think she had a child in secret. Who's the father? Unknown. Architect Carmelina's alibi is broken.
Show me your
Present
truth.
your evidence. Dynanagante's blood is in the penthouse. He was there last night.
Show me your truth.
Before he killed himself, he told me he killed the council. That's, yeah. Sure did. To kill the council, he would have needed to get through the seals.
Show me your truth.
Denanagata's blood had been used on the third seal lock, which therefore means his father was a council member. Bloodlock registered his blood
Show
last
me
night.
your truth.
Henry's blood was logged. Henry's blood was logged on the blood lock, but this was clearly planted. That doesn't prove he went through the lock. Judge, I think you and I both know that this is bigger than Henry and he's being scapegoated.
The court finds Dino Nagate guilty.
Can I do this wrong? Can I get a wrong ending? I'm like gonna keep rotating the saves, but I wish I could do more. Who breached the fourth seal? The fourth holy seal requires godliness. Right. And someone had a chunk of god flesh. Sam held it for witness, so it might have been witness if I remember right. Fourth holy seal lies deep within the dense fog of Epter's mysteries Asylum has to offer. Lady Love dies. What is the fourth holy seal? Requires godliness to pass through.
I don't like this.
Montserrat owned a piece of Crying Grudge's flesh and a pendant. That would allow him to open the seal. This means that the council can only enter with Montserrat. So we have a confession. Lydia and Sam breached the seal. Is that the whole truth, or does another lurk here?
Crime cannot hide.
There's more truth to find. Who breached the fourth seal and found themselves at the scene of carnage? Oh, fuck. That's right, he had... Wireless receiver on demonic containment crate hidden inside the council penthouse. So I think that was his plan. But he had the god flesh literally on his body. I'm gonna have to think on this. But we know that he was there. So I think that's how we... Because his blood was there. Which means he... Yeah, I think it's gotta be him. He had the flesh fused to his body.
All that remains are the facts.
Leave Dinagate get through the seal.
Your truth.
I have a bad feeling about
Yeah,
it.
strange piece of flesh fused to his body. Just looking at it overwhelmed me with a feeling of cosmic
Don't test
dread.
me.
I went to see Crying Grudge. You told me that Carmelina had carved a lump of his flesh off.
Crime is repulsive.
I believe she fused that flesh with him, creating a killer that could pass through the fourth
Show me
seal.
your truth.
You've already found him guilty of going through the third seal. To complete his mission, you would have needed to breach the fourth seal
Show
as
me
well.
your truth. The court finds Sam guilty.
The court also finds Sam guilty for his confessed involvement 2 days ago. I would like to save. Game save complete. The mystery of the dead killer demon. Demonic invasions occur on most islands, and the marshals hunt the demons down. What the hell is one doing inside the penthouse? Lady Lip dies. You have a case file about a killer demon inside the penthouse. The truths in play grow bizarre like an old tree grows gnarled. Killer demon? What killer demon? Found a dead killer demon inside the council penthouse. There aren't supposed to be any demons on the island. What was it doing there? Had the blood of several council members on its claws. It was involved in the murder of the council. It appears that it busted out of a hidden security crate and attacked the council. How'd it die? Montserrat shot it during the murder. It was a Fukata bullet that came from his gun in the
When
demon's
love
head.
dies, all that remains are the facts. Don't test me.
Really contained a killer demon? Looks like it.
Crime cannot hide.
That makes witness guilty. Working in the light of gods makes me guilty of nothing. But this one's definitely witness because he made the call that opened the crate. And it was from the, yeah, no, absolutely. This one's easy.
Crime is repulsive.
The righteous man transgressed. Witness is the origin of the demon, of the killer demon.
I have a bad feeling
Found the killer
about
demon
this.
along with the demonic containment crate in the penthouse. There's some kind of incarceration device that imprisons the demon with holy restraints. There are bindings and manacles covered in holy wards. These restrain the killer demon and kept it contained. It was likely placed there ahead of time as a means to kill the council.
Show me your truth.
I think we have a lot for this one.
Ah, the facts and the truth.
There's
are
a secret
not the
demonology
same.
lab hidden within the dead zone. The lock on it is coded to the witness's blood vial. That's an old panic room. I never used it for demonology. Someone's planted that
Don't.
evidence.
Like this.
And the lab has the same crates as the one in the penthouse. During the extermination 10 years ago, Witness managed to capture a killer demon and contain it.
Got it.
There's a tunnel running from Sam's bar to the dead zone. Witness has been using it, seen using it to access the dead zone.
The end times are looming.
Show me your truth.
The facts and the truth. are
Carmelina
not
confessed
the
to me that
same.
Witness maintained a secret demonology lab on the island.
Other gods work in esoteric
It's the persecution
ways.
of the holy.
Show me your truth.
When love dies,
Last night at midnight, Witness
all
made a
that
phone call to an
remains
unknown
are the
number.
facts.
That number matches the number on the receiver attached to the demonic containment crate
I
inside
have
the
a bad
penthouse.
feeling about
The
this.
receiver was designed to open the crate when it received the call. This would let the killer demon out, presumably to attack the council.
Blasphemy!
A ridiculous accusation. Why would I want to release a killer demon? Demons are
Is
abominations.
this a fact?
Why not
or a
explain how the
trick?
phone number you dialed matches the receiver?
It is a lie and a scheme.
I verified the data by using Witness's personal phone record, personal phone in a comms tower. He made the call and the receiver picked it up, unlocking the demonic containment crate.
Show me your truth.
The facts and the truth.
We have the testimony
are
of Lydia
not
and
the
Sam.
same.
The gods are displeased another sinner.
Show me your truth.
Consider your truth.
The court finds witness to the end guilty.
You've ever seen so many wonderful islands. Why turn your back on us now?
Bathed in the glory of the gods, this island is full of sinners.
Crime is repulsive.
The killer demon was placed in the penthouse as a remote weapon. The security crate was hidden in the room. When the killer demon was released, it attacked everyone on site. I don't know if it was meant to kill all the council, just the presence of the demon would have been enough to scare the council. would like to save. I don't think I'm going to be going back on the saves. I'm just going to do it the way I think is correct. Crime to end all crimes. Last night, a council were murdered. Was it a power play or killing for kicks? Who did it and why? Who killed the council? The truth has aged like a fine whiskey. How does the whiskey on the silent taste? Pour us a glass of truth so that we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. I want to know who held the knife. The killer was set up by a mastermind who will deal with that later. I want to know who gripped the knife of the murder. Who actually did it is what we're asking now. I think it might have been the Carmelina's son that actually did it. His knife had the blood on it. I don't know where the demon... I mean, I don't think maybe the demon didn't kill them all, because Montserrat did finish it off with his gun. I think Petal's outside the murder scene. Blood smear at the scene doesn't match any of those accounts of blood spatter from a gunshot. I think it was him.
Is this a fact?
The only thing I can think of is there's a chance the demon was dealt with so quickly that it didn't really get to cause that much
Show me
harm.
your truth.
Before he killed himself, he told me he killed the council. He was given this mission by his mother, Carmelina. She engineered a killer. His room was bare besides the knife combat training equipment.
Do your job.
His trials are over, it's a big lie. No, it isn't. He confessed
Show me
everything.
your truth.
Crime?
Found a knife
cannot
covered in the
hide.
council's blood on his corpse. If he didn't kill the council, the only way he could have got that knife is if someone had taken it to the penthouse and splashed blood on it before taking it to him. That's extremely
Show me
unlikely.
your truth.
Paradise feels...
His blood's at the scene. He was shot by Montserrat and enough blood splattered on the penthouse. This proves that he got through the seal. Leader Montserrat shot him, presumably in self-defense. Dinagate attacked as the council's meditation finished. Montserrat was attacked, but as he fired his gun, wounding him. Montserrat was growing paranoid. One of the manifestations of this seems to be carrying a weapon. I believe Leader Montserrat was the most awake while the others were still coming around from their meditation. Dinagate got to him, but as he attacked, he shot. Dinagate fled
Show me your truth.
after getting shot.
Got it.
We know he breached the fourth holy seal. Fairly certain he didn't just turn around and go home.
Show me your truth. The court finds Dinonigate guilty.
Tendrils of conspiracy snaked around us. Starlight has had a case file that will help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. Carmelina's conspiracy. Review the evidence and prepare to speak with judge. Carmelina's alibi was designed to look watertight. She was with witness the whole last night, but we know that she could have left. Notice Carmelina's son. He was found with a murder weapon covered in the blood of the victims. Under Carmelina's orders, Yuri took the key. Carmelina killed Grace. Yuri accessed the forbidden demonology and supplied them to Henry. Carmelina recruited Yuri to do this. Akiko admitted to being recruited by Carmelina. Okay, let's do it. This might be a short stream. I didn't actually know how long this part would be. Can you explain this conspiracy? Can you refine a truth from the aura of crime? I believe that Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crimes. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council as part of his punishment. Crimson told me that Carmelina had put in a number of motions to join the council that had all been denied. She's a genius architect that has helped the Syndicate birth a potentially perfect island. Does she feel she deserves a seat on the
Love
council?
dies.
She knows
All
the
that
25th
remains
island will
are
be
the
perfect.
facts.
Is she worried she won't get credit for it?
Don't test me.
Witness testified that he's worried that Carmelina has changed. Maybe she expects more reward for her craft.
Is this a fact?
Carmelina had
or
a secret
truth?
child. She kept him hidden in transdimensional corridors that she built with her skills as the architect.
When love dies,
When I found him, he
all
told
that
me his mission had been to
remains
kill
are
the
the
council.
facts.
He had a knife slick with blood of council members. He completed his mission. Diana de Gate would birth a new syndicate, dying for Carmelina's
is
sins.
this a fact?
Carmelina took a lump
or
of
a
flesh from the
truth?
god crying grudge to get through the fourth seal. She fused this to his body.
The facts and the truth
Yuri confessed to
are
being
not the
recruited.
same. Crime cannot
Yuri got the
hide.
second seal from the key under orders from Carmelina.
Don't
I
test.
believe Yuri helped Henry obtain forbidden books on demonology.
Is this a fact?
Henry became possessed
or
by a
truth?
demon who would initiate the end of the island and allow Carmelina's plan to
I
be
have
put
a
into
bad
play.
feeling about
Henry's
this.
possession called for an
When love
exorcism.
dies, all that
Carmelina wanted
remains
Henry to
are
kill
the
Gray's
facts.
bloodline to give him a prior history of murder. When he didn't step up, Carmelina intervened and killed Grace herself.
Got it.
A demonically possessed citizen would be the
The
perfect
facts
tool.
and the truth are
Carmelina
not the
recruited
same.
Akiko into her plan.
Crime cannot hide.
Akiko aided her by purposefully leaving Henry alone with Grace.
Crime is repulsive.
Kiko faked Henry's escape, putting a possible killer into play.
Paradise feels
Kiko
wrong.
knew the first seal marshal would be killed and switched him to protect her beloved marshals.
Paradise feels
Carmelina's
wrong.
plan was achieved by using her transdimensional corridors. Her alibi looked perfect, but she knew Witness would leave the room when he got a call.
I have a bad
She
feeling
knew
about
Akiko would
this.
call her at the right time and use that opportunity to slip out of Witness's apartment, get Diana Nagate, and deliver her killer to the council building. Do you have anything else to say, Architect? People would have nothing if it weren't for me. All these islands you drifted along on, all your tragic little lives, all given to you by me.
I am the leader.
I facilitate the syndicate, I craft your
I beg
homes.
your
I've never been rewarded for my work, never been on the council, always living off to the side. Not even Perfect 25 got me the recognition I deserve. I don't expect the world, just some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Was this worth
This is
it?
nonsense.
It would have been. You shouldn't have been called down. I crafted a perfect lie.
Crime is repulsive.
How'd you know you'd be made
We have
leader during the
achieved
crisis?
perfection.
That's the irony, I didn't. I didn't expect Justice Incarnate to reverse the law. Didn't make me leader. So what was the play on
It
the
is
next island?
cowardly to insinuate
When the chips are
this.
down, every one of the syndicate's a coward and a sycophant. You'll want your little bits of power, and for your little lives to carry on
This
ticking
is
by.
nonsense.
The next council would be scared. All seniority would be gone, and it would be the one that crafted Perfect 25. I would make sure I had the
I beg
throne.
your pardon?
My father was a victim, but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. You people never appreciate
The
what others
facts
do
and
for
the
you.
truth are not the same.
The Grand Marshal would give you a loyal army to make sure of
Crime
it.
is
The plan
repulsive.
failed. The truth is known. You arrogantly believed everyone who believed Henry, a citizen, was capable of breaching the Holy Seals and murdering the Council. Justice is immune to arrogance. A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect, you've been found guilty of conspiring to kill the Council. Your punishment is death. The Onyxian Claws of Conspiracy tear at the flesh of this island. Now, I did a quick bit of Googling, and it sounds like I did actually miss a piece of evidence for Witness's conspiracy, but I don't know if it's going to come up. But then why does the demon and Carmelina's son both have the blood? I think it's clear he released the demon, but what, did the demon really get anything done?
dice feels.
I believe that witness
wrong.
initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. Or was it two separate conspiracies to do the same thing? Witness had become a fanatic. He had radicalized himself as a devoted servant of the gods.
I have a
He
bad
believed that the
feeling
Syndicate
about
strayed from the
this.
holy mission, and I believe he wanted to put the fear of the gods in
Don't
us.
test me.
Montserrat was devolving into paranoia and becoming a dictator. Witness had repeatedly voiced his opposition to Montserrat's plans for the next island. Witness took matters into his own hands. Carmelina told me about Witness becoming rebellious
I
against
don't like
Montserrat's
this.
plans. Witness openly rejected his plans to wipe certain events from history and tighten his grip over Syndicate members.
The facts and the truth
Witness had
are
become
not
obsessed with the idea
same.
of a cleansing tide of demons. Like an ancient great flood, he wanted Syndicate to be forced to start again.
The facts and the
The
truth
key to
are
Witness's
not
plan
the
was
same.
planting a killer demon inside the council penthouse. The demon would kill the council and he'd get away with it. Witness made a call at midnight to a demonic containment crate that had been hidden in the penthouse. Locking it remotely and allowing it to start its attack. Witness had been experimenting in demonology in a secret bunker within the Dead Zone. He'd imprisoned the killer demon and later weaponized it. Sam had a secret tunnel running from his bar to the Dead Zone. Witness used that to subvert the security of the Dead Zone and get in. Witness recruited Lydia and Sam in his conspiracy by promising to let them leave the Syndicate on the next island. Two ex-assassins are perfect tools. Witness got the demon containment crate into the council building by using Lydia. She rappelled down from the roof of the penthouse and took it in through the maintenance gate. Lydia went through the second seal on Witness's behalf.
Crime cannot
Lydia and Sam
hide.
worked together to get the demonic crate through the seals and into the penthouse a few days before the murder. The plan isn't foolproof. There were too many variables. Pinning your hopes on a wild killer demon and believing it wouldn't be traced back to you was foolish. No doubt the intention was a scare tactic more than anything else, put the fear of the gods into the council to enact change. You used the killer demon as a messenger of angry gods to reshape the Syndicate. The plan didn't have to be perfect to get what you wanted. All you needed was a catalyst. Why, Witness? I'm surrounded by sin and heresy. You're all focused on the islands and your own little ambitions. What about the gods? What about our holy mission? All but one of the pyramids sit empty and we've existed for millennia. We're an embarrassment to the gods. The Syndicate needed rebuilding. You'd be the one to do it? The who is irrelevant. The more important is why and how. Reestablish the priority in our faith, resume our holy mission, bathe in the radiance of our gods. I must die a martyr. I tried. I really tried to do the work of our astral lord. It wasn't enough. The sin on the island was too great. Witness to the end, you're found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. Punishment is death. The Parlor of Justice has played host to the Truths of the Investigator. Were the truths as expected? Did esoteric knowledge reveal truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become executioner and will execute justice. I think I did it right. Grand Marshal Akiko, the verdict is execution. Architect Carmelina, the verdict is execution. Okay, this scene is goofy. Crimson Acid, the verdict is you're good. Dr. Doom Jazz, the verdict is nah, you're cool. Henry, you are also fine. Sam. Goodbye, Skelly Man. Witness to the end. The verdict is peace out. Secretary Yuri Knight. The verdict is death. The unforgiving specter. One last kiss. I mean, she's a ghost. You can't kill a ghost. The hidden killer. I mean, he's... Oh yeah, he's already dead. The bizarre killer demon. No crimes. Release. You've proven that Henry had nothing to do with the crime to end all crimes. He was nothing more than a pawn in a dreadful game of murder and secrecy. You've earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, you will reform the Paradise Psycho Unit. Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 waits for us. What kind of island will it be? Are you happy with your truths? Did you get the convictions you wanted? You entered into a battle with the facts, the truth, and the suspects. Did you emerge victorious? The courtroom could only allow so many truths to emerge from their hiding place. Are there more to hunt? If you believe that things are not as they seem, there is still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator Lady Lovedyes, I will leave you to execute justice at your discretion. Punish those that you deem guilty. Execution or exile are viable punishments. You may also let them go free.
It's time for justice.
When you're ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the rearview mirror of Lydia's car. The car will take you towards the Paradise Gates into Perfect 25. No, I think we did it right. Those of you who have not been found guilty of destroying Paradise may leave and wrap up your business before we move on. The Marshal shall take Henry back to his cell. Marshals will clear away the executed. They will not be remembered. They will not be honored. No, I think I did it right. I'm fairly convinced that the people who were not executed did not actually do anything. She completed the job. Was there more to do? The investigator always trusted her heart. She would decide if Paradise had been saved. We're on Perfect 25, so it must be saved. Saved isn't a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed. Hope she knew what she was doing. Sure she did. This is Lady Lovedyes we're talking about. Paradise is indebted to you. No matter what truth you made, you believed in Paradise. I hope that we never have to work together again. I hope that crime can be eradicated and Paradise can be perfect. This is an unrealistic dream. Crime infects every society. You're right. The Syndicate's way of governing is flawed. It always will be. I look forward to working with you again. Truth will always need an investigator and a judge. When you have finished executing justice, please move on to the next island. Oh, I have to actually, like, walk there? No, I think I did it right. I have no, I don't think I have any need to kill Crimson or Doom Jazz. I genuinely don't think they did anything. I mean, I wonder if I could have pressed the issue about, Doom Jazz possibly allowing Sam to have blood because he did have motive about his father or whatever. But I don't really believe that to be the case. Although when I'm done, I'm gonna probably look up on YouTube and see what some other endings possibly look like. Lydia gone, I guess I need to drive out of here. It's time to go? Yeah, let's do it. Facts and truth, truth and facts. Paradise needed saving. Was it worth it? Was it saved? I breathed life back into Paradise. Time for Perfect 25. I'm gonna miss Love Dies. We could have had something special. Nothing brings people together like the impending obliteration of a pocket of reality. Still, at least the case of the Paradise Killer got her out of exile. Wonder if her truths were right. Guess I'll never know. I hope Perfect 25 was worth it. Obviously, I hope they all die in a fire, but for their sakes, I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short amount of time, but they all seem to be idiots that only work for themselves. I'm sure they'll fuck it up nicely. Anyway, time to watch reality die. Well, hey, that was the game. This game is really cool. I love these kinds of games. I will say this one required a little more looking up to get through than I expected. Just because the in-game map kind of sucks, but I think it sucks on purpose so that you're forced to really explore. I can't skip these, so I'm gonna let the credits rock. But, ooh, this does have vocals. I'm gonna have to go find this song online. Alright, so what's next? We finish this and The Messenger. I'll make the new schedule tomorrow. I do have some new hotness to play. I've got Hades, I've got 13 Sentinels. Crash 4 should be coming in the mail like tomorrow or Monday, I'm not sure. I might do Hades next. Maybe I'll do Hades, Hades midweek, and because I don't think Crash will be as long, maybe do Crash on Saturday? And then once Hades is done, because 13 Sentinels will be kind of long, I'll do that on the main weeks. I think that might be the plan. So look forward to Hades on Monday, Wednesday. What is this? Who is that robot? Thank you so much for playing my game. And thank you, new people who came in and followed and watched the stream. If I can provide you some entertainment, that's pretty sweet. So that's how it ended. A weird turn of events. Strangest paradise yet. Is this paradise safe? Of course it isn't. This is a syndicate we're talking about. When we need her again, we always will. She's the only one that can save paradise. That was a weird screen to end on. Well, alright. As usual, thanks for coming. Proud of y'all. Tell your friends. Give me a follow. Thanks for coming, new people. Look forward to Hades on Monday. Peace out.